Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe. And if you're an already existing subscriber, welcome back. So we're already at this time again where we're doing empties. So this will be my October empties. I cannot believe we're in November. I don't even know where this year has gone, but kind of at the same time, I'm kind of glad it's getting over. We have quite a few empties this month. I feel like I've been doing really well with empties and kind of just using a lot of the stuff I've got. I mean, I do get quite a lot in, as you know, because I always film my kind of unboxings and any hauls or anything, but I'm doing pretty well at getting some stuff out as well. So as always, what I'll do is I'll put the price on the screen of each product, and then at the end we will tally up how much it is in general. It's been going up, so August, September, and I think October is going to be higher than the other two. So let's get started, and of course, we're going to start with masks. So I have quite a few masks this month, not too many, but we have quite a few. We have the Soap & Glory Radiant Boosting Mask, and this is with vitamin C, so this smells really nice, as you would imagine. I really like the Soap & Glory masks, and you can usually get them on sale on Boots. Now, I know full price these are £4, but I think a lot of the time they are on sale. I would get this one again, and I would get a lot of the other Soap & Glory ones. The only other ones I think I wouldn't get are, I'll put it on the screen. I tried it the other day, it just did not work for me. I'll put a picture of it, of the one it is, can't remember off the top of my head. But no, I really enjoyed this one and I would look at getting this one again. So we got the Beauty Pro Pumpkin Infused Sheet Mask. We got this in a Rocker Box. And I left this on for 15 minutes as it suggested, and it was nice. I wasn't overly wowed by it, but it was nice. This is the thing with sheet masks, is a lot of them kind of do the same thing when it comes to, you know, your skin, of making it look a bit brighter. This was nice. I mean, I wouldn't purposely go out and buy it for myself, but if I did get it in a set, I would use it. We then have the Vitamasks Marine Gold Dust Sheet Mask. I got this for free. I got it through the post for free. It wasn't like, it was just like I filled in a form and I got it for free, so that was amazing. I didn't like the smell of this one. It just had a weird smell. I can't describe what the smell was, but it was just weird. So I wouldn't get this one again, but I am definitely interested in trying some more stuff from Vitamasks because I've seen so many people rave about the brand, but this one I just wasn't a huge fan of, and I won't get that one again. We then have the Champneys Good As New Moisturising Hand Masks. I've had these for a while, but there isn't any date that goes out with date on them. I used this one yesterday because my hands are starting to kind of get to the point where they're getting a little bit bad, so I thought I wanted to keep this for when that time came. So I put it on last night. You keep them on for 15 minutes or 10 to 15, but I always keep them maximum time. When I took the gloves off, it was really, my hands looked really oily, but once you rub them in, it was really, really nice. I liked using this, and it did smell a little bit like kind of more mature scent. Didn't really like the smell of these, but I do really like hand moisturising masks. I feel like they just really help my skin. So I don't think you can get them ones anymore. I got them in a set like a couple of years ago, but I liked that. Then we just have a little your nose strip. I don't really like these because I just don't think they do anything, and I know for a fact that I must have blackheads on my face, but I just feel like these never pull anything off. My boyfriend used the other two that I had remaining, but I wouldn't get those again. And then let's move on to kind of stuff like hair masks, stuff I use in the bathroom. So let's start off with a couple of the hair masks. So we have the Wella Colour Brilliance with Lamb Caviar, and it's a coarse one, so I got this in my latest in beauty, and I didn't think I liked this to begin with, but I was using it all wrong. So I was using this in conjunction with conditioner because I have only really just got into like using hair masks and stuff. So I spoke to my hairdresser and she explained that this is actually meant to be replacing it. Once I did that, it was a nice hair mask, one I would definitely look at getting again. I don't think I would race out and repurchase it straight away, but it was nice. I didn't think it made too much of a difference when it came to my hair, because I feel like my hair's quite dry, but it was nice, and if I got it again in like a box or anything, I would definitely use it. We then have the Seventh Heaven Manuka Honey Rescue Mask. This one I did really like. I thought it made my hair feel really, really soft. These are only cheap as well. I think you can get these in like any kind of supermarket or anything like that. But I did actually really, really enjoy this, and I left this on for 5 minutes. I always leave them kind of the maximum time I can, which I think usually hair masks are about 5 minutes. I leave them on about as much as I can because my hair really does need it after not looking after it for so long. But no, I really enjoyed this and I would definitely look at picking this one up again. We then have the Percy and Reed hair. This is the Perfectly Perfecting Wonder Balm. So this was what I put on after I got out of the shower and washed my hair. This was really sticky. It was a little sticky for me, and it didn't make my hair feel bad necessarily, but it didn't also make my hair feel good either. So I'm just not kind of wowed by that, and I wouldn't get it again. We got that in Look Fantastic. We then have the Bubble Tea Earl Grey Bath Tea, and this was in our Look Fantastic box this month. These, I feel like I felt really relaxed when I was in the bath using these. So these were they're like bath salts. I only got 2 baths out of it though, but it is only 100 gram. Maybe I went a little bit liberal in the bath with it, I don't know, but I only got 2 bath uses out of this. But I did really enjoy it. I felt really relaxed when I was in the bath. And I don't know whether these were only made for the Look Fantastic beauty box. I don't know whether you can get these on Look Fantastic. But yeah, I liked these. I would like to kind of get some other scents, I think, of bubble tea stuff. This one isn't really kind of a scent I would definitely say if I went out and bought it, I would pick up this scent, but it was nice nevertheless, and I did enjoy using them. Now let's move on to a couple of perfumes that I've used up. Now in my empties I've not had perfumes, so we have the Next Paradise perfume. I've been using this for what feels like forever. This is 100ml. This was nice. It smells really, it's definitely a summer fragrance as you would expect with it being Paradise. I like these. The Next perfumes I really enjoy. This also did used to have a butterfly on it as well, but I dropped it once and it smashed. I really like these. Sometimes you have to go in and smell them, and I know sometimes they are kind of duped for more higher end ones, but no, I really enjoyed this and I would definitely get it again. Have a little Avon Eve Elegance one, which looks like this. I just finished this up today. I really like Avon perfumes as well. I think they're really nice. And this one specifically was the Eve Longoria one. I think it might have been, this smells so fresh in like a zesty type of way. I really enjoyed this, and I would definitely get this one again. This came in like a set. It had like a big perfume, which I've already used up, and like this, and it also came with like a body moisturiser and stuff like that. Now let's move on to skincare. So we have the Body Shop Vitamin E Hydrating Toner. I'm so sad because this is it now. This is the last of my Vitamin E toner, and I want to buy more, but because it's coming up to Christmas, I don't know if anyone else has got me anything, so I really don't want to be kind of buying any more stuff now. So I'm really sad that this isn't in my collection anymore, but after Christmas I'll be 100% buying a bunch of these because I love them so much. Okay, next we have the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream Skin Protectant. Now I've kind of spoken about this range before and kind of explained that I'm not a huge fan of this range in general. I had to Google kind of how to use this because with it being a skin protectant, and I ended up just using it as like a night lip balm. It didn't feel too nice on the lips, and also my boyfriend hated this. He just wasn't a huge fan of this, and to be honest neither was I. It felt a little bit greasy, so I won't get that again, and just in general I kind of just think that whole 8 hour range is just not for me. We then have the Avant Moisture Surge Overnight Treatment. Now everybody knows Avant is super expensive, but I might be the only person that's going to say this, but I really don't see the price tag on this and why it's as much as it is, because it just to me seems like any other overnight masks I've tried. I mean, it was okay, I just wasn't wowed by it, to be honest. I didn't see any difference in my skin whatsoever, so I won't get that again, firstly just because of the outrageous price tag, but also I just kind of felt like it didn't really do anything for my skin personally. I'm sure it might for other people, but for me it just wasn't anything great. We then have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Cream. This was just a little sample of it. Again, another kind of Charlotte Tilbury product that I wasn't overly wowed by. I feel like when it comes to kind of hair skincare stuff, I'm not really wowed by it, but used up the entire thing because I really wanted to kind of give it a proper good review, but I just didn't notice any difference with it. So supposedly it's an eye cream to turn back the clock. Now I'm only 27, so I don't really need to turn back the clock that much, but I didn't notice any sort of difference when it comes to my land under my eyes or anything, so wouldn't get that again. We then have the Dr. Sabah serum, and this is the hyaluronic acid serum. This was super thick, like it was so difficult to kind of get out of the container, and when it went on it felt really cooling, then went into like a water and it was like it was really nice. But again, this is kind of like an expensive brand and one that I kind of feel like I've tried other serums that work as good as this for a cheaper price, so I just kind of wouldn't really use it. It was really thick and gloopy, which would maybe potentially put people off, but like I said, once you put it on your face it just was like it kind of turned into a water and it was really nice. But again, like I said, because I've tried other ones that are similar to that for a much cheaper price, I wouldn't necessarily get that one again. We then have the Sunday Rain Tender Bliss Sleep Mask, and this is watermelon. So this is another overnight mask. Again, this one was nice. It didn't smell too strong of watermelon, but it did have a nice kind of subtle scent of it, which was quite nice. I am not really too bothered about when it comes to scents like watermelon and stuff like that. It's just like lavender and kind of rose. I'm not really my favourites. But this was okay. Again, it was really hydrating on my face, which was perfect for me. But I didn't really notice a huge difference with it. So it's meant to be smooth and revitalising. I don't know, I wouldn't personally repurchase it again just because I feel like I didn't really notice that big of a difference. But it was really nice when I did use it. Just not one I would repurchase. One thing I would repurchase though is this. So this is the Overnight Foot Cream by eCooking. I really enjoyed this. It made my feet just feel so much better. My feet were in need of some TLC. So I used this 3 times a week throughout October and I really enjoyed this. I really did. It smells really mentholy, so it smells like Vicks Rub, which is nice, and it's also like a, I don't think I can show you because there's pretty much none in there. It's all kind of gone, but I don't know if you can see a little bit in there. It's quite a thick balm, but once you kind of rub it into your hands, as soon as you put it on your feet, it feels really cooling, and like I felt like I noticed. I was like, oh wow, this is going to be a good foot cream. Then I put socks on with it, and I just felt like I noticed a difference in my feet kind of over the month of October when I used this. So I would definitely look at getting this again. I haven't looked how much it is full price, but I would definitely look at picking this up again if it's a good price. We then have the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. So it looks like this. So this I think you can also use as a primer as well, so it's a sunscreen and a primer. So this kind of gives a bit of a matte finish, which isn't really the look I go for. So I just use it as a sunscreen and then I put a primer on top. Matte just doesn't work for my skin with it being dry. But I mean, it was okay. I wouldn't go out and buy it because for me, it's not really a product that I think is something I want. I mean, it was nice in the sense of it came out clear. I like my clear sunscreens. I don't like the white cast ones. So it was nice when it came to a sunscreen, but because it made my skin look matte when I put it on, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And I still think my Glossier one is better. And I think I am actually going to repurchase that one because the one I'm using at the minute, I'm not a huge fan of. So the last couple of things I've got in here, we have the Body Shop Vanilla Marshmallow Hand Cream. I've spoken about these so many times. You know how much I love these Body Shop hand creams. They are my absolute favourite. And this vanilla marshmallow one was super sweet, so it was nice. If you're not into really sweet scents, I wouldn't recommend this one. I don't know whether you can even get this one anymore. I got this one last Christmas. I was trying to save some of the kind of Christmassy scents for coming up to Christmas, just because it gets you into the mood of Christmas. I really did enjoy this one. Like I said, it smells super sweet. Yes, it definitely has a very sweet vanilla scent, but I really like vanilla. So I enjoyed this. Again, as always, the Body Shop ones just really hydrate my skin. Would 100% repurchase these, and I would repurchase that scent as well if I could. And last but no means least, we have the Revolution Hydrate Primer. So it looks like this. I'm glad I've kind of finished up a primer in my collection, because if you saw my makeup collection, you would have seen that I have quite a few primers, and this one wasn't in there because I'd already used it up in the middle of October. Now, I wouldn't get this one again. Firstly, I don't know if you can even buy it again, but I was losing product in the lid because for some reason it just kept coming out of the like packaging, which to me I don't really like that because you're wasting product and you can't exactly get it out of the lid. So I wasn't a fan of this for that reason, but also towards the end it wasn't really working for my skin. It was kind of breaking apart my foundation. Even like one of my favourite foundations, it was breaking it apart. So I won't get this one again. And also from the off, this just smelled off. I think it's just the way that it's meant to be, but it just smelled off from the beginning and I just wasn't a huge fan of it. And it's a good kind of cheaper alternative if you don't have a lot of money for like a bit of a hydrating primer, because when you put it on it really does hydrate your skin. But just there's a couple of factors for this, really, kind of the smell and just the way that it made my foundation look in general towards the end, that I just wouldn't repurchase it. And that is all of my empties. That is all of my empties done for October. I feel like it doesn't look like I've got a lot here compared to the rest of the months, but I think for price wise I think it's going to kind of exceed the other months. I don't know yet, but what I will do is I'll put the total here for you and we will see. But yeah, I am really enjoying kind of getting a lot of stuff out of my collection because I bring so much in that I feel good when I can get stuff out as well. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me, and it also lets me know whether you like these videos and if you want me to keep doing them. And I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe if you don't already. And are there any products here that are like your holy grails that you absolutely love, or is there any products here that you've tried and you kind of feel the same about it as I do? I would absolutely love to have a discussion with you in my comments. And until next time everyone, see you later.